Good morning, students. Good afternoon, students. In previous class, we discussed about the measurement of an angle and conversion of radian measure to degree measure to radian measure, how to convert it, and how to find the length of arc of a circle when radius and angle of sector is mentioned, as well as the application of length of arc are done by you, I mean learned by you. Now you people will learn about how to write or find the values of trigonometric ratios when one angle is given, and how the sign of trigonometric ratios will change based on the quadrant it belongs. For example, if you consider it is a Cartesian plane, it can divide into four quadrants as you learn in previous class. So in first quadrant, we have one shortcut method to find the sign of trigonometric ratios if they mention specific quadrant, or else the form of angle will be in the form of 90 plus theta, 360, 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta, because one complete rotation is completed. It will be in the form of 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta, because in this quadrant the angles are in the form of 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta. Here 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta, as well as here 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta. Here in this fourth quadrant it will be in the form of 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta. So as we know, in first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive, which are sine, cos, tan, and its reciprocals, cosecant, secant, cot. These all six trigonometric ratios are positive. That is why we can represent as all. And here sine and cosecant are positive. That is why we called as silver. So sine theta and its reciprocal cosecant theta are positive. The rest are negative. Here t tan and its reciprocal cot are positive. That is why this is called all silver T. And here cups stand for the basic trigonometric ratio is cos theta, its reciprocal secant theta are positive. I mean, by using the shortcut method, all silver T cups method, we can decide the sign of trigonometric ratios if they mention the particular angle in first quadrant, or else in which in the angles which are in the form of 90 minus theta, 360 plus theta. If angles are in these two forms, or else it belongs to Q1, all six trigonometric ratios are positive. Wherever in second quadrant sine and the cosecant are positive. I mean, if the angles are belongs to Q2, or else the angles are in the form of 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta, then sine and cosecant are positive, the rest are negative. And in third quadrant means what are the angles are in the form of 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, then tan and cot are positive, the rest negative. So that is called T. And in fourth quadrant means angles are in the form of 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta, cosecant and secant are positive, Q4 it belongs to. So all silver T cups useful to find the angle, I mean sign of the trigonometric ratios based on its quadrant, if it is mentioned. But in 10th, in grade 10th previous class, you people learn about only acute angles. In acute angle, everything is positive, I mean where they are belongs to first quadrant. Wherever now in this class, in higher classes, you people learn about Q2, Q3, Q4 also. That is why this method is very useful to find the sign of trigonometric ratios depends on the quadrant mentioned. So Q1 all are positive, Q2 are 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta if the angle is sin theta, cosecant theta are positive, rest negative. In Q3, 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, tan cot are positive, the rest are negative. In Q4, 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta, cos and secant are positive, the rest are negative. That is why all silver teacups method we called. And how the trigonometric ratio will change, let us we discuss. If The angle is in the form of 90 plus 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta. I mean, if the angles are in the odd multiples means, as we know, odd numbers are 1, 3, 5, 7. So 91 the, 93 the, 95 the, 97 the. If it is in the form, sine become cos. So every time we can write cos. Sine become cos. Cos become sine. Tan become tan. Tan become cot. Sine become cos. Cos become sine. Vice versa. Tan become cot. Cot become tan. When odd multiples are there, secant become cosecant. Cosecant become secant. When it is odd multiples, it takes its complementary angles, as we discussed in case of complementary angles, how trigonometry ratios changes. It is only the change of trigonometric ratio. So tan become cot, cot become tan. If it is a multiple of odd multiple of 90, students. So, but how to decide sine? So here 90 minus theta will be in first quadrant positive, all are positive. 90 plus theta, sine and cosecant are positive, so here positive. But 270 minus theta, it is in third quadrant, sine is negative, that become minus cos theta. So again 270 plus theta, sine is negative, but only cos and secant are positive, so it become minus. Wherever this comes to this case, tan is becoming cot because of odd multiple of 90, but the sine is positive because 90 minus theta is in first quadrant. As we know, all trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. Then after we have the value so as we have the value 270 minus theta belongs to third quadrant. In third quadrant, tan is a positive, but in second quadrant, tan is negative. So it becomes negative because in two cases, every trigonometric ratio, two cases positive, two cases negative. Because in one cases, all are positive, no issue. Second case, in Q2, sine and cosecant, Q3, tan and cot, secant and cosecant are positive in Q4. But from that, we can decide the ratio, I mean how it changes. If you come to secant theta, secant 90 minus theta, secant 90 plus theta, secant 270 minus theta, secant 270 plus theta. So here it becomes cosecant theta because of first quadrant all are positive, but in second quadrant sine and cosecant are positive, but we are applying for secant, so it is negative. In third quadrant, as you know, tan and cot are positive, so it becomes minus. But we know cos and secant are positive in fourth quadrant, so it becomes cosecant theta. If you observe, students, when odd multiples of 90 are there, sine become cos, cos become sine, secant become cosecant, cosecant become secant, tan become cot, cot become tan, vice versa. But sine, this sine is decided by which quadrant it belongs. So every trigonometric ratio will be in two quadrants negative, as we discussed by the method of all silver teacups. All silver teacups method means all trigonometric ratios are positive in first quadrant. Second quadrant, sine and its reciprocal, where is cosecant are positive, the rest are negative. And in third quadrant, tan and cot are positive, the rest are negative. In fourth quadrant, secant, cos and secant are positive, the rest are negative. That is why all silver teacups method we called. And how, when odd multiple of 90s are there, sine become cos, cos become sine, tan become cot, cot become tan, secant become cosecant, cosecant become secant. Let us discuss how it changes when it is even multiple of 90. So here, now we discussed about odd multiple of 90. Odd multiple of 90 means, as we know, 93 is 94, 95 is 97 is. Let us discuss how it changes for even multiple of 90, students. So now, if you take even multiples, what are even multiples means? 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 360 360 minus theta, I mean multiple of 360, maybe 720, like that, students. If you multiply, if you write n into 360 minus theta, 360 plus theta also it affects same thing. And tan of 180 minus theta, tan of 180 plus theta, these are even multiples. Just now we discussed about odd multiple of 90. Now we are discussing about even multiple of 90, students. So 360 plus theta. Here when it is even multiple, that trigonometry ratio doesn't change. Same trigonometry ratio will come, but sign of trigonometry ratio will change based on which quadrant it belongs. Let us discuss, students, how it affects. So 360 plus theta. See, students, when even multiple of 90, 92s are 94s are 96s are 90, 10s are whatever, even multiple. So sign will be sign only. Sin will be sin, cos will be cos, tan will be tan, secant will be secant, cosecant will be cosecant. Means no change in trigonometric ratio when it is even multiple of 90. As we discussed earlier, there is no change in trigonometric ratio. But if it is odd multiple, as it affects sin as cos, cos as sin, tan as cot, cot as tan, secant as cosecant, cosecant as secant. But in this case, no change. But sin will affect 180 minus theta, second quadrant, it is positive, no issue. 180 plus theta, this is third quadrant. Third quadrant sin is negative, and fourth quadrant sin is negative. But first quadrant 360 plus theta means first quadrant, all are positive, so no issue. Here these two are positive and these two are negative, because this is second quadrant, this is fourth quadrant. In second and fourth quadrant, tan and cot are negative. And again here secant is negative in second quadrant, secant is negative in third quadrant. Wherever secant and cos are positive in first quadrant as well as fourth quadrant. If you observe, students, when you write even multiple of 90s, there is no effect. Sin is sin, cos is cos, tan is tan, secant is secant, means vice versa. It doesn't affect. Only it is affects when it is even odd multiple of 90. And one more thing, the sign changes because of the quadrant which belongs. That is why all silver teacups method is useful to decide the sign of trigonometry ratio. Even multiple of 9, even multiple of 90 or odd multiple of 90, decide how the trigonometry ratio will change. Sin to cos, cos to sin, tan to cot, cot to tan, secant to cosecant, cosecant to secant, when it is complementary angles. But when it is even multiple of 90, it doesn't affect. Sin is sin, cos is cos, tan is tan, cot is cot, secant is secant, cosecant is cosecant. No change and no effect of trigonometric ratio. Let us discuss some applications based on this, students. Now let us discuss one problem, some few problems based on this. Let us discuss cos. Example 6. If cos x is minus 3 by 5 and x belongs to Q3, I mean third quadrant, then find all other 5 trigonometric ratios. So let us draw the Cartesian plane, how it affects. This is Q1, this is Q2, Q3, Q4. In Q3, tan theta, cot theta are positive, as we learn all silver teacups method. That is why cos is given negative. So now let us, we have two different methods, friends. One is by using identity, one is by using trigonometry ratio. I mean basic trigonometry ratios as you learn in 10th, that is up to you. Cos is defined as the ratio between adjacent side by hypotenuse. So let us take one right triangle. That is up to you. You can take A, B, C, P, Q, R. Now we have, according to that, this sign negative is never, length of side never negative, students. That negative sign is representation that it is belongs to third quadrant only. In third quadrant, cos is negative. That is why negative is given. So according to problem, adjacent side hypotenuse. So in triangle ABC, apply Pythagoras theorem for finding other side, because without knowing that it is not possible to find other trigonometric ratios. So by Pythagoras theorem, as we know, AC square hypotenuse equals square equals to sum of squares of remaining two, as you learned earlier class. So here AB square opposite side to x as per the problem, it's not there. So we can apply like this. You have learned in 9th and 10th class only, I mean previous class only regarding. So root 16 is nothing but plus or minus, but we will take only 4 because length never negative. Let us we find other trigonometric ratios. Sine is defined as the ratio between opposite side and hypotenuse. Once again I am repeating, students, you can use other method also by using identities, that is up to you. I am explaining easy method to understand easily. Sine is negative in Q3 as we know, that is why we will take minus. Opposite side is 4, hypotenuse is 5 we have. Now tan we can find in two ways, that is sin x by cos x, or else opposite side by adjacent, or else by using the identity, that is up to you. So sin x value we know minus 4 by 5, just now we got cos x value, already we have 3 by 5, minus 3 by 5, minus cancel 4 by 3. As we know in third quadrant tan is negative, tan and cot are positive. So as we know tan is reciprocal to cot, I mean cot is reciprocal to tan, vice versa. So we can write 1 by 4 by 3. So cot x is also positive because it is a Q3. In Q3, as we discussed in all silver teacups method, so it is positive. Now secant x, we have cos and sine. By using that, we can find sine, cosecant x, cosecant x also. Cos is given minus 3 by 5. It's a reciprocally the secant x minus 5 by 3, because never negative symbol we shouldn't take for denominator. It should be in numerator. Now finally, cosecant x equals to 1 by sin x, that is equal 1 by minus 4 by 5, that is equals to cosecant x equals to minus 5 by 4. We have all 6 trigonometric ratios as per the problem we got. So wherever we require take minus symbol, except tan and cot, rest will be negative because the x belongs to Q3. This is the process to solve the problem. Further we will discuss one more application, students. If you have any doubt, you can ask me the next class. Let us discuss one more problem based on this. So here cot x is given minus 5 by 12 and x belongs to second quadrant. As we know, in second quadrant, sin x and cosecant x are positive. The rest are negative. So that is why it is given that by using all silver teacups method, sin and cosecant are positive, that is why cot x is minus 5 by 12. Again I am saying, students, you can use any alternate method, but I am using basic method which you learn in earlier classes. That is, cot is defined as the ratio between adjacent side and opposite side. So as per the definition, here draw one right triangle, that is up to you. You can name it as PQR, ABC, that is up to you. Here I am taking x. When we change the value, automatically adjacent side and opposite side will change, students. Negative sign, again I am saying length never negative, only it belongs to Q2, that is why cot is negative. Now again by Pythagoras in triangle PQR, first we are applying Pythagoras theorem because to find the unknown value of given right triangle. Why we are taking right triangle? Very first day we discussed. Yes, students, so we can say that Pythagoras theorem, we can say that PR square equals to PQ square plus QR square, as we discussed earlier. So here PR value we doesn't know. So now this is the PQ is 5 square plus 12 square, that is equal to 25 plus 144. So we got 169. PR square equals to root 169, that is plus or minus 13, students. So we have this 13. So sine is defined as we know, opposite side by hypotenuse. For x opposite side, 12 by 13. Sine is a positive in second quadrant, and the cosecant is reciprocal to sine. We can take it as 1 by 12 by 13. So cosecant x equals to 13 by 12. As we know, cosecant also positive. Cot x equals to 1 by tan x equals to 1 by cot x. As we know, it is reciprocal. 1 by cot value minus 5 by 12. Then tan x equals to minus 12 by 5. We got secant x equals to, as we know, it is first we should know cos x. Then cos x equals to, as we know, adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is 5 by 13. It is negative, and secant x is reciprocal to cos x. So directly we can write minus 13 by 5. So this is the way to solve the problems which is based on this trigonometric functions by using All-Silver-T-Cuts method, how the sign is changing. So let us we discuss some more problems based on the angle, combination of angles by tomorrow next class. So let us we conclude. You will get one worksheet also, students. Please solve it well and answer well. And now I am concluding with this. Thank you.